So contracts for material groups. So we have already seen earlier when we checking for item categories, there are two item categories which are specifically available for contract. Those two are material group and material unknown. Those are the two material item categories. So those can be used in the contract. Since it
Yeah.
is M and W. So those are the ones which item categories we can use in contract to maybe specify with material or without material or any services or very less value materials we need to buy. We can use this item categories in the contract. Okay. So generally this item category M will be used for we have different kinds of materials, but they are having the same price. Okay. So those all grouped together, we use this item category M so that we can maintain because they are all having the same price, right? We can maintain the price in the contract. So
Mm.
accordingly, we just specify the normal description in the contract, but when we create a release order or the purchase order against the contract, we specify the actual text, short text, what needs to be procured. Okay. So here the general text will be there. The specific text will be added in the purchase order when we create against this contract. So that's where this item category M, it's material unknown, the description. Next one is item category W, that is material group. Here, maybe one different materials, they are belonging to same material group. So those all we can add in this specific material group as an item category in the contract. So yeah, if both we can see what needs to be maintained during creation of contract. In case of item category M, we can specify the short text on material group, the quantity and the price we can maintain. But in case of material group, so no need to maintain the price because here price will vary based on each material because they belong to same material group. The price will be varying, not the same. But in case of here material unknown, we have this different material, but they're having the same prices so that we can maintain the price here. Okay, that's where the difference will comes between both the item categories.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So the same item category, this is material unknown. So here we can see as an example, so which are having the same price, but having the different criterias within the same material. So they will be used as a item category M. Okay, for those. And for those things, as we seen, we can maintain the short text, material group, target quantity, and the unit of measure and the price. So we can also use material number in the contract, in the PO if you want. But the thing is, in that case, the material group and the unit of measure should match for that material. Then we can use the material also, okay, while releasing the order. That is allowed because this contract is already created against the material group and
Mm.
the unit of measure. If both should match, then we can also use a material master for the PO. That is allowed against this. In the item category W, we can see here it is recommended for material group with the materials will having the
Mm.
different prices. Okay. So example, maybe one material group related to electrical or mechanical, or we can consider specific to maintenance parts. Okay, like that. So those material groups we group together and we maintain different materials for that. Okay. So as in this, in the case of item category W, we are not specifying the price. Okay. We only specify the short text in the material group. During PO creation, we need to specify all these details manually. What specifically we are buying against the material group that we need to add, the price we need to add. So price will not be there in the contract. We need to add the price for what material we are against this material group we are ordering. So we need to add the price. Okay. Then other details that will be picked up from the contract itself. Okay. And in both the cases, if you're not using any materials, okay, in that case, we have to enter account assignment details in the purchase order. Okay, that is required in both the cases. And the other difference is this item category M we can use in both value and quantity contract. Item category M. This item category W is only allowed in value contract. In quantity contract, we can't use W item category. Okay, that is only allowed in value contract. Yeah, that is just an int. Instead of contract, if they are using it for less consumable, then go for a blanket purchase order. Okay, that's what they are saying instead of the contract. So this is managed purchase contract. It only supports item category W. M will not be supported at the moment. Okay, if you want to use M, we have to use the transaction code IMI31K. Okay, for the contract. So app will support only one item category.
Mm.
Okay, next is exercise. Let me go to the exercise. So they're setting up some default values. So creating value contract, create purchase contract. Supplier agreement type should be WK as it is a value contract. So purchase org is there, purchase group is there, and we have given material group here. Okay. So validity end. So as it is a value contract, we need to enter the target value here.
Right.
Okay. So go to item level. So enter the item category. M. Short text. Unit of measure. Price. So then material group. So in the additional data, plant delivery time. Okay, in a second line, we are entering item category W. Yeah. So in case of item category W, as we specified, no need to enter any target quantity or price. That is not required. Okay, and item category, short text, and the metal group. That is enough. The value contract is created. So displaying the same contract. I think from here we are creating a contract release order.
Mm.
Contract. Okay, in the first 10 and 20, they added the first line item 10 from the contract. Line item 30, they added the second line item from the contract. So here you can see this price and everything as taken from the contract itself here for the first two
Mm.
lines. For
Mm.
the third line, we need to enter it. So we can also enter materials that is allowed. So as it is for account assignment case, we need to enter the cost center.
Mm.
So for the third line, we are entering the price here manually. Okay, the PO is created.